Hello folks, the Y Guy here again. Welcome to my home on this very breezy autumn afternoon. The name of this video is called The Y Guy Defines Grace. Now I've talked a lot about grace over the years on videos, but I'm going to condense it with this one. I'm going to take 2 or 3 different videos and kind of combine them into one so that you have a foundation, a good foundation, which frankly we all need when it comes to the word grace, because it is such a misunderstood word or concept or gift. Okay, and gift is a key word here. Okay, you know, grace is often defined as unmerited favor. The problem I see is this definition of unmerited favor needs to be defined as well. Okay, because depending on who you're talking to, some will say, well, yeah, but it means this, or yeah, but it means that. Well, come on, folks. You know, I submit to you as a viewer consideration using the Greek word pan, that's P-A-N, to define grace. No, I'm not talking about a cooking utensil, okay, that you put on the stove, but a word, probably the most important 3-letter word in the entire Bible to be understood. Seriously. Pan is the passive Greek word meaning all, A-L-L. Okay, you know, below, you know, I'm going to give, I'm going to leave a link at the bottom of this video to another video, another short video I did, and I'll come to that in just a moment here. But I'm going to share an excerpt from my book, In Defense of God's Love, if you can see it right there, written by yours truly, the Y Guy. The Y person. I got to be politically correct, you see. The Y person. Anyway, I love being a smart aleck sometimes. Anyway, I out of this book, you know, chapter 5 is titled, When Did All Become a Select Few? It's on page 95 for those of you who happen to have this book and you want to kind of go over it a little bit. I'll also leave a link to Amazon where you can pick this thing up. Fairly cheap, really, considering the size of it. It says on page 95, if one is in disagreement with my assessment of the passive all, your argument is not with me. It is with every ancient and coined Greek dictionary at our disposal. It is clear the passive all means a person who is part of the all has no active role to play. There is nothing a person can do about being included or not included, considering the word all in of itself means there are no exclusions. The wind's coming up. Any participation or by not participating, a person can't add to it, nor take away from it. This sure sounds a lot like grace. Why? Because the passive all in the Greek confirms how grace works. Close quote. Okay, now with this said, you know, Christendom still leans to the carnal mind, you know, and insists on promoting a doctrine of men by oxymoronically saying, yes, grace is unmerited favor and a gift, but a gift is not a gift unless you're willing to receive it. How many times have you heard that kind of crap? You know, someone on Facebook confirmed this kind of thinking by saying this, quote, while we do nothing to earn the gift, we definitely are free to accept it or not. Did you see the oxymoron statement there? So I see no problem in it being gratuitous and also a choice. Grace is available to all. Not all choose to accept the gift. Close quote. You know, the Bible is in total disagreement with this person in his way of defining a gift by stating in Ephesians 2:8, for by grace you have been saved through faith, and not of yourselves. Not what of yourselves? Not of your faith. Not of you accepting anything. Not of you rejecting anything. Not of yourselves. It is the gift of God. Period. Argue with that. Don't argue with me on you know, when you're leaving comments. Folks, accepting and or receiving a gift is an action of yourself. You can't say that it's not. Here, I'll take that. What was that? That was an action. Okay, I'm getting kind of hyped a little bit here. You know, to say that we are free to accept it or not is pure carnal thinking. It really is. There is no scripture that even hints Not even hints that grace is a choice or can be accepted or rejected. You know, what makes grace grace is the fact that it stands completely on its own merit and has absolutely nothing to do with choosing to accept it or reject it. Prove me wrong. I challenge anyone to give me a biblical example in context to grace of someone rejecting grace and the outcome of it, the outcome of that choice. Give me something, anything, you know. In closing this video, you know, I'm going to leave a link, like I said, I mentioned earlier, a link to one of my other short 7-minute videos. I try to keep these short, okay? Titled, The Why Guy Questions a Gift. And I'm going to leave a link to that, and it'll help explain what I'm talking about. In conjunction with this video I'm doing right now, it will explain why I'm questioning the doctrine of men that a gift is not a gift unless you're willing to receive it. That's a doctrine of man, and it's not biblical. And these 2 videos will prove it. You know, considering watching the other one as well, all right? Well, if you disagree with this video, please, again, be polite if you're going to leave comments so I don't have to delete your comments. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Look me up on Facebook, even though I've taken a vacation from that. I have a private group called the Why Guy Group. I also have an avatar name of Jonathan Jones. I meant to say Jonathan Jones. Okay, but I misspelled it, Jonathan. Anyway, look me up. Jonathan Jones is a public timeline. You can check me out before considering going any further. And I would suggest doing that, because I am rather controversial. Not intentional. All right? Not. Anyway, my heart's right. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. What else am I going to encourage you to do? Oh, yeah, consider joining the Why Guy Group. It is a closed group. I asked 3 questions of you to join. Not just me, but the admins, the other admins too, that kind of watch over me and correct me when I go off the deep end. But anyway, thank you for viewing.